Hello friends, you're all welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about upside down house. It's a kind of a house where you would go, and when you stand on the floor, it looks like you are standing upside down. Okay, I am sure you must have seen this in your city, or you must have seen your friends going, posting something on Instagram, their pictures where they are standing upside down. Okay, I am here to tell you about that very house and also give business ideas that could benefit you or someone who wants to venture into this kind of a business. Actually, this video is for everybody, but still, it is most likely for people who really wants to take this as a business. Okay, so if you want to do this as a business, you have the cash to go into this video is for you. Or anybody who plans to do something like this, you can send them this video. Okay, for major cities like in Turkey, you could have like 2 3 of these buildings in that very city. So in Antalya there are 3 of them. I know of 2. I think there are 3, but I know of 2. I went to the first one, then went to the second one, which I am sharing this video. And also, if you come to Ankara, you go to Istanbul, to different major cities in Turkey, you could see this building. And here I paid 200 Turkish liras for myself and for my wife as well. So we paid about 400 Turkish liras. So in dollars, $1 right now is 40 Turkish lira. So you can convert and see how much it is for just one entrance. Possibly you could stay just 10 minutes or 15 minutes in there, and then they ask you to go. All right. So in my country, which is Nigeria, Africa as a whole, I think there is none in the past, but earlier this year they built one in Lagos. So it is the only building that you have in West Africa that I know, upside down building in West Africa. So you can see in places like Africa or Nigeria, you don't have this kind of business. You have low competition. So that means if you go into this kind of business, you could make a lot of money from it. So here I am going to share with you these ideas. But before I share that idea, I want to tell you how this works. When you come to that very building, you would stand, posing that you are holding something. So it looks like your head is on the floor, because every object that is supposed to be in a house, they all attach them on the ceiling, the roof. So that means you would be standing, or your head I'm sorry, it messes your brain up. Okay, if you try to explain this, you would not understand, and maybe you could even make mistakes trying to explain. So when you stand on the floor, your head is looking as if you are on, standing with your head on the floor on the photo. So after you must have taken the photo, then you have to edit it to look like you are standing on the ceiling, whereas your head is on the floor. So that's actually what happens. So when I got to this building, I made some certain clips, videos to talk about the things I saw. But after leaving there, I found out that something was missing. And I felt I need to redo the video. That's why I'm doing this particular video right now. I had already made a video for this, but I decided not to, share that video. So I felt this one is more important, these business ideas. So now let's go to the first one on the list. The first one is themed cafe, or gift shop. So, yes, you have this building there, but what if people come there and they go and they don't come back? You would not generate more money. So that means there could be certain days when you will not be making any money from the business. So you have to provide certain things that could bring people back to that building. In that way, you would make more money. This is now for people who wants to venture into this very business. So now the first one, like I said, themed cafe. So if you build a cafe next to this very building, so the cafe would be like upside down cafe where people would come there and as well drink coffee, drink tea, have fun, eat one or two things, and they go. They could buy gifts for their family members and friends, or maybe the tourists that will come to that place will buy those souvenirs and then take it back home and show to their relatives in their country. So it will be very good. This will create more revenue for the owner of the business. So that's the first one. Then the second one is event venue. So if you have, you make it in such a way that it will be event venue for people who wants to celebrate their birthday. So whoever that wants to celebrate their birthday could use that cafe and as well the building itself. So they would bring their relatives, their friends to that place, take photos, eat, drink, and then after maybe they will pay for 1 hour or 2 hours, depending how long they want to stay in that very place. So that is why you have to make it available, make it look like you have people can have their events in that place and then they can go back. Even influencers or certain people could use that very place for having fun. So think about it. The third one on the list is seasonal exhibition. Now, what do I mean by seasonal exhibition? Think about Winter Wonderland or think about Haunted House. So, it's a kind of exhibition or a kind of game house as well. So, when people come there to have fun by taking photos or doing one of those things in that particular upside down building, they can as well go for a game. So they can use certain part of that building for gaming. So it will be very important you give avenue where people could, do something like adult, okay? So they would have one or two things they could do in that very place, and then you can make money from it as well. Because when I came to that place, I took photos and I said, okay, is that all? Is this the only thing I'm going to do here? So it will be important that organizers or the owners of these very buildings could incorporate these certain ideas in their building. The fourth one on the list is tourist attraction. That is even the main purpose of building this particular building. So when tourists come to this very particular place, they would go there and take photos. You have to, take their payments. Each person that enters that very building would have to pay something. So it's a daily income for the owner of that very building. The fifth one, which is the last one, is the biggest. It's about partnership opportunities. Now, what I mean by partnership opportunities is that you would have to partner with schools, okay? Schools will bring their students to come and have fun there. They can use that place as their learning environment, talking about gravity, okay, science. So schools or even the owner of this place would go request for schools to come, or the schools will come. So be open to partnership. Then another part of the partnership is tourist board in that very community or in that very city. So you could go to talk to the tourist board of that very city and encourage them that you need them to bring tourists to your very business arena. In that way, they would partner with you, advertise your business. In fact, you are not the one advertising. They would be the one advertising because this time they are partnering with you and they will make money as well you making money. So partnership matters a lot in this very business. So there are even more ways you can partner, maybe with companies, maybe with organizations that could come for relief. Maybe they have seminars that could bring their workers in that place to have fun, free themselves, free their mind in that way to make them be fit again in their own organization. So partnership is endless. It is so big. So if you are the owner of a kind of this kind of business, or you are planning to do this kind of business, I think these 5 ideas would help you a lot to make more money. All right, so I think that brings me to the end of this very video. And if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also support me by liking this video and sharing it with your friends and family members. And as well, my social media handles, like my or follow me on my Facebook page. I really want to grow my Facebook page. So if you are watching me from Facebook, please try to follow me on my Facebook page. Thank you so much, and see you in my next video. My next video is very good. It's about Antalya also. I think that's the last part of Antalya that I'm gonna do. So the video will be very nice, and it will be by next week. All right. Thank you so much, and see you. Goodbye.